Hi and welcome. This video is the first of a series of videos on functions transformations. Consider a function f which is defined from a to b with equation y is equal to f of x. This function can be transformed to a new child function by applying certain algebraic operations on either x or y or both of them. The first transformation that we can apply on this function to produce new child functions is horizontal shift or horizontal transformation. We can generate a child function by shifting the graph of y is equal to f of x horizontally, that is along the x-axis, either to the left or to the right. A horizontal shift is achieved by changing the value of the x variable. Shift to the right by h, which is a positive number, is achieved by subtracting h from x. That is, this function y is equal to f of x, which is the parent function, is shifted to the right by h units. Then the equation of that new child function is y is equal to f of x minus h. A shift to the left by h units is achieved by adding h units to the value of x. That is, this child function is achieved from the parent function y is equal to f of x by shifting that function h units to the left. For example, consider y is equal to f of x equal to x squared, which is a quadratic function, and shift it 3 units to the right. We know if we want to shift it 3 units to the right, we have to subtract 3 from x. Therefore, the equation of the new child function, which we call it g, is equal to f of x minus 3. That is, 3 is subtracted from x. On the right hand side as well, that is x minus 3 all squared, which is x squared minus 6x plus 9. In other words, this function g is a child for this function f, which is achieved by shifting the parent function 3 units to the right. Vertical shift is generated by shifting the parent function vertically along y-axis or parallel to y-axis. This vertical shift can be either upwards or downwards. Shift upwards by k, which is positive units, is achieved by adding k to the value of y. Since vertical shift is achieved by change in the value of y, therefore this k is being added to the value of y, and that shifts the function, the parent function, k units upwards. Shift k units downwards is achieved by subtracting k from y, that is y is equal to f of x minus k, is a child function which is achieved by shifting the parent function k units downwards. For instance, if we consider again this quadratic function y is equal to x squared and shift it 5 units downwards, what we do is we simply subtract 5 from the value of y, that is y is equal to t of x, which is the child function, is equal to f of x minus 5. That is, f of x is x squared minus 5 is being subtracted from it. Therefore, the t of x is a child function which is being generated from the parent function by shifting the parent function 5 units downward. Horizontal and vertical shift can be done at the same time. For example, if I consider again this parent function y is equal to x squared, shift it 4 units to the left, then 2 units upwards. Let's first of all shift it 4 units to the left, that is adding 4 to x squared. Let me call it p0x is x plus 4 all squared. Then shift this one, this child function, 2 units upwards. That is, p1 of x is equal to x plus 4 all squared plus 2. Remember that this plus 4 is the shift of the parent function 4 units to the left, and this plus 2 is 2 units upwards. The functions transformations can be best appreciated using their graph. Again, consider the function f from a to b with the equation y is equal to f of x. Horizontal shift, just consider this y is equal to x squared. Horizontal shift is either shift to the right, for example, by 5 units. That is, we push the parent function 5 units to the right. Obviously, we know that the equation of this function is f of x minus 5. Or we can shift the graph of the parent function 2 units to the left and getting that a new function with a new child function here, whose equation is f of x plus 2. The vertical shift also can be seen in the graph. Again, consider the parent function y is equal to f of x. And let's shift it 2 units upwards. That is, we push the graph 2 units upwards. As a result, we get this new function here, whose equation is f of x plus 2. Or we can shift it downwards by 5 units. That is, we push the graph of the parent function 5 units downwards. As a result, we get this function here, whose equation is f of x minus 5. Thanks for watching and good learning.